bridge and tunnel traffic. Don't worry. We're doing it on our own.
How many got the call?
Why didn't you tell me? When did they call?
This morning.
Oh, when's the meeting?
Tomorrow.
You see, it works. What time?
8 a.m.
For the mayor, I'll get up early.
So we can only bring 10. Hiram's orders. Let's go. The community council sends 2, the network sends 2, the task force sends 2, we send 2, and 2 patients.
So I'll pick you up at 7:30 and we'll share it in half.
You remember we elected Tommy executive director.
I'm going.
We can only take 2.
So you just call Hiram and tell him that we're bringing 3.
It's already been called in. It's too late.
Okay, so I'll just show up. What are they going to kick me out? Already phoned in, too late? Why is everything always so final? I wrote that letter. I got 60 gay organizations to sign it. I arranged the picketing when the mayor wouldn't respond. That meeting is fine. It's happening because of me.
You are not the whole organization.
What does that mean? Why didn't Tommy tell me?
I told him not to.
You won't.
I wanted the whole board.
Behind my back? What kind of betrayal is going on behind the back? I'm on the board. You didn't poll me. I'm going to that meeting representing this organization that I have found, that I have fought every minute of my life for, and that was started in my living room, or I quit.
I told the board I didn't think you would accept their decision.
You would let me quit? You didn't need to poll me. I embarrass you.
Yes, you do. You're finally meeting with our mayor. We all feel that we have a chance
to kiss his
we want to
ass.
work from the inside, not that we have to
It won't work. It won't work. Did you get the meeting by kissing his ass? He is the one person most responsible for letting this epidemic get so out of control. If he had responded with 1 ounce of compassion when we first tried to reach him, we would have said 2 years. You'll see. We have over $500,000. The Times is finally writing about us. Why are you willing to let me go when I've been so useful?
You're a bully! If the board doesn't agree with you, you threaten to quit. You never listen to us. I can't work with you.
You are strangling this organization with your fear and conservatism. The organization that I've told everyone would fight for them isn't fighting at all. It's become the gay
Maybe that's what it wanted to become. Maybe that's all it could become. You can't turn something into something it doesn't want to become. We just feel that you can't tell people how to live.
Oh, drop it. Just drop it. The cases are still doubling every 6 months. Of course we have to tell people how to live, or there won't be any people left. Did you ever consider that it might get so bad that they'll quarantine us or put us into camps? It's happened before. It has all happened before. History is worth shit. I swear to God, I don't understand. Is this how so many people just walked into gas chambers? But at least they identified themselves to each other and to the world.
You can't call people gay that don't want it.
Bruce, after you're dead, it doesn't make a difference.
The board wanted me to read you this letter. We are circulating this letter widely among people of judgment and good sense in our community. We take this action to try and combat your damage wrought so far as we can see by your having no scruples whatsoever. You are on a colossal ego trip that we must curtail. To manipulate fear, as you have done repeatedly in your merchandising of this epidemic, is to us a gesture of barbarism. To exploit the deaths of gay men, as you have done in publications all over America, is to us an act of inexcusable vandalism. And after years of liberation, you have helped make sex dirty for us again, filthy and forbidden. We are more angry at you than ever in our lives towards anyone. We think you want to lead us all, but we do not want you to. In accordance with our bylaws as drawn up by Weeks, Frankel, Levinson, Mr. Ned Weeks is hereby removed as a director. We beg that you leave us quietly and not destroy us and what good work we manage despite your disapproval. closing, please know that we will always welcome your input, advice, and help.
I belong to a culture that includes Bruce, Henry James, Tchaikovsky, Cole Porter, Plato, Socrates, Aristotle, Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, Christopher Marlowe, Walt Whitman, Herman Melville, Tennessee Williams, Byron, E.M. Forster, Lorca, Auden, James Baldwin, Francis Bacon, Harry Stack Sullivan, John Maynard Keynes, Dag Hammarskjöld. These are not invisible men. Poor Bruce. Poor, frightened Bruce. Once upon a time, he wanted to be a soldier. Bruce, did you know that an openly gay Englishman was as responsible as any man for winning the Second World War? His name was Alan Turing. And he cracked the Germans in Nigger code, so the Allies knew in advance what the Nazis were going to do. And after the war, he committed suicide. He was so hounded for being gay. Why did they teach any business schools? Maybe if they did, he wouldn't have killed himself and you wouldn't be so terrified of who you are. The only way that we will have real pride is if we demand recognition of a culture that isn't just sexual. It's all there, all through history we've been there. We have to claim it and identify who was in it and articulate what was in our minds and our hearts and all of our creative contributions to this earth. And until we do that, and until we organize ourselves, block by neighborhood, by city, by state, into a united, visible community that fights back, we're doomed. Being defined by our cocks is literally killing us. That's how I want to be defined. As one of the men who fought the war. Must we be reduced to becoming our own murderers? Why couldn't you and I, Bruce Niles and Ned Weeks, have been leaders in creating a new definition of what it means to be gay? I blame myself as much as you. Bruce, I know I'm an ass.